Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of Vacation Bible School. So today we're going to learn about Moses crossing the Red Sea. So if you look in your book bag, you're going to need your Bible story if you want to follow along. And then you should have a craft. And my kids have already completed theirs. If you were an older kid, you have a water bottle holder. But if you were a younger kid, then you have a Moses crossing the Red Sea foldable to fill in. So starting off with the Bible story, it says, the people of Israel set off from Egypt with great excitement. At last they were free from the Egyptians who had made them work so hard and treated them so badly. If you remember back to day 2 of Bible school, we learned about the 10 plagues. Now with Moses to lead them, they were going to the country God had promised to give them when he had called Abraham to follow him. God told Moses that they were not to take the shortest route to Canaan. He planned to take them by a longer route, and he was going to show them the way. Meanwhile, in his palace in Egypt, the king was having second thoughts. Why had he let those Israelite slaves escape? I think he had had these slaves for all these years, and now he was just letting them go. Second thoughts. He forgot about all the terrible disasters that had made him send them packing. He wondered how he would get his building done without their work. He must fetch them all back. The Israelites were busy setting up their camp when suddenly the camp was interrupted by shouts of alarm. Someone had spotted a dust cloud on the horizon, and they could see the war chariots of Egypt coming closer every minute, so the king was going to bring them back. Don't be frightened, Moses said. Keep calm and be quiet. God can save us from the Egyptians. But the Egyptians were coming closer, and the only way to escape was straight ahead. And ahead was the Sea of Reeds. They were trapped. God spoke to Moses, tell the people not to panic, but to start marching forward. I'm going to rescue my people and show the Egyptians that I am God. All you have to do is hold up your stick over the water and wait to see what will happen. Moses did as God had told him. A strong wind began to blow. It whipped up the waters of the lake into a bank on either side, leaving a clear path through the sea. So here we are. They got to the edge and all they see is water. And God said, just walk straight, Moses. I'll take care of you. The people quickly gathered their children in flocks and began to file across the path. All night they marched across. The Egyptian horses and chariots were almost on their heels. They began to crash recklessly after the slaves. The wheels of their chariots clogged and stuck in the mud at the bottom of the sea. When morning came, the last of the Israelites had safely reached the other side of the sea. Hold your stick out over the sea again, God told Moses. As he did, the water came flowing back. So God allowed the Israelites to go all the way through on dry land, and then as soon as the last person was over, he crushed the sea again. All the Egyptians were killed. There was a great shout of happiness and relief. God had saved them. Everyone began to sing and dance and give praise to God, who had saved them from the Egyptians forever. All right, so if you will look in your craft bag, those of you that are the older kids, so this is what they look like completed. You can either put a design on one, or you can color strips or dots or however you want to do these. So the way that you put one of these back together, and I have these instructions on your other paper in case you need those. But I'm going to take this one apart first. All right, so inside your package, you should have a white strip. You'll have a black little washer, and then you have the keychain part. So after you've put your design, and you only really need to color one side unless you want to color the inside, completely up to you. So this was the one that had the design. So I'm going to take the black O-ring first, and it goes down toward the fat end. And then I'm just going to fold this up so that my holes line up. So now I have this section done. Now while I'm holding this, I'm going to take the keychain part, stick it through the top, All right, fold it over just like I did the bottom. And now I should have 3 holes lining up. And the last part is I'll take this silver brad. It goes through all 3 holes. And then I open it across the back. And now I have my water bottle holder. So this is like a normal water bottle that has the screw top. And you just stick it through the O-ring. And you can either put this little top part either on your belt or on your book bag. Whatever you want to do.